Monday the 2nd of June. June is upon us, in like a lamb or something. I never understood that. So I've got a couple of days off from work. Now I manage Brinklow Waterside Marina, so I run a narrowboat marina for a living. They say if you love your job, you never do a day's work in your life. Well, I do love my job. I'm very lucky. And so we're off to get Enterprise, so we can take her for a little journey to get her blacked on his bike. So I've actually managed Brinklow Marina for about 4.5 years now. We started over, in fact there's lots of videos of us refurbishing the marina over the last 4.5 years. When we took over there was nothing, I mean nothing, and now it's a thriving community of joy. Lovely place, but we'll have a look around the marina another time. Need to get on Enterprise. We've got an appointment to keep. David Triv, the first here, captain of my own boat, Enterprise, or as I call it, HMS Triv. It's Monday morning, it's about 9:20, and we are going to get my boat blacked, which we need to do every 2 to 3 years, just stops her from rusting. Nobody wants a rusty bottom, we all know that. So off we go, 3.5 miles an hour, 3.5 miles an hour, to Armada for blackening and beyond, not beyond, we don't want to go beyond. This has been booked in for a year, so I don't want to miss it. Let's see what happens when we get to Ruin James. Bridge 44, just approaching Ruin James. I'm going to have to turn around because I don't know why. I don't know why it makes a difference. He prefers them pointing north, and currently I'm travelling south. So, but there's a winding hole just past Roos, so I'm going to turn around. I'll speed it up though, because no one wants to see a 28-point turn in real time. So let's see how we get on. I say nobody wants to see a 28-point turn in real time. Maybe we'll put that in the editor's cut. Oh, baby moorhen. Oh, no. Right. Brought the grandkids out at the weekend to look at the baby ducklings, the baby moorhens, goslings, which is posh for baby geese apparently, cygnets, nothing, not a single feather. Can't move for them today, on my own, cannot move for them. Look at that, he's got the tonka ready, waiting for us. Falls Bridge Wharf, that's what it's called. Home to Ruin James and James Fuel Station. Look at that. So we're going to pop Enterprise, I'm guessing, in that sling, or those slings. But first, to turn around. Here we go. I hope that swan moves out of the way. Otherwise that will be an awkward phone call to the RSPB. I'm sure he'll move, she'll move. I'm sure it will move. Right, here we go. Well, I'm smashing this. Please, I'm filming it. I might do it in two. happy with that. I'm happy with that. Whoop whoop, this is the sound of the police. Shut up! Training day.
Right. Waiting for the fabulous Jane.
Get off that boat. How long have you been doing this for?
We've been in business since 2012 here. Prior to that, set the hire boat business up 2010, and then prior to that, I've been doing boat repairs since 1997. And then before that, of working on my own, I've worked for my father here at this boatyard since I was a boy. So I think I was blacking boats when I was 12 years old, and my dad used to pay me a tenner for doing it.
Excellent, which is exactly what I'll be paying you.
Protected. It works better without that strip there, to be fair.
What's that strip there for?
That's a strengthener on the boat. But you can see how far the anode is working.
So that's electrolysis has done this?
Yeah, so ideally you need another anode here to protect the boat. So you need another 4, and those ones are pretty much shot, so you can really do is 6 on the sides. But you can see how far the side anode will cover. It'll generally only cover sort of 2 to 3 feet either side of itself, and 4 feet at best.
Say that again?
They're not bad, they're not deep.
There may be surface ones out there.
Yeah, they're just surface ones.
Just
They're not
surface ones. They're not bad by any means, but you can see the difference that a side anode makes to it. Where the side anode is, you can see that the boat isn't being attacked. It's being attacked either side of it. But it shows how many side anodes you need to protect your hull.
Right. Let's get them on then. Whatever's needed.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's 20 side anodes down the side. One every 2 foot. No, don't do that one. Every wet thing is going over. What is interesting though is I'll show you some of it. This is a bit too far on for it, I'll just get it straight.
When you say interesting, does that mean what is expensive?
Educational, should we say.
Or educational?
So after you pressure wash, usually we'll go over the scraper like this. Okay? Now, you won't get this on film, but if you feel, rub your hand along there to that bit, you can put it flat of your hand, and then run it along to where I haven't done that. Can you feel how rough it is?
Oh yeah, it's rough.
So that's one of the things that we do. So that's one of the things that we do once pressure washed it, but because yours has been quite a long time, there's a lot of greenery that's stuck on the welds underneath here. It's going to need attacking with a wire wheel on the grinder.
So if you don't prep properly, I'm guessing it just
It's like
slide off.
anything, isn't it? You know, if you don't prep it, the job is all in the prep. Putting the paint on is the easy bit. Anybody that can piss can paint, I think it's the same.
Yeah, well, as they say.
So yeah, there you go.
Well, I can't paint. I'm pretty good at pissing. It's on your wrist.
This is the one that always falls on James' head, because he pulls the till around and then that falls down his backside.
Heavy.
Even his bit of jumps.
God.
Look at that sky. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick walk round. Show how shoddy your boat was before we started the magic. Go on, you back this last.
Some cowboy. I'm not going to follow him all the way around because just filming a man filming the boat, which I'm also filming, no one wants to see that.
This is my bit where I'm just going to tell the owner being you,
It's me.
what's wrong with your boat?
Alright.
It's the wrong colour, mate. It should be a
I know.
blue one. Just green's not in this year, I'm afraid.
It's so last year.
Yeah, so last year. Right, so here we are with Enterprise, Dave's boat. The owner is here. I'm filming him and he's filming me. So hopefully we'll get this right first time. So here we are on the starboard side. I believe that we did black this boat, and looking at our records it was in 2021, so it's been a while. Dave doesn't like to spend money if he can help it. So again, a few little scrapes here and there. I'm guessing that's down to Dave's helmsmanship.
Excuse me. Fully qualified.
Moving round to the back. A lot of greenery on
I am fully qualified.
the road. Again.
So anyway, that's what they're up to. Do the prep work, and we'll come back later and watch them put the first layer of bitumen on the boat, I hope. It's a nice day actually, so they need to make hay whilst the sun it doth shine.
Like I say, it doesn't really affect the performance of the boat. So all in all, it's fared quite well because it was blacked by a reputable outfit a few years ago. Could do with some new anodes, and we're going to attack it with a wire wheel on the grinder and just get rid of that greenery that's making its presence around the back and at the front more than anywhere else. Right, let's get Jane busy.
It's going to take her ages, isn't it? What a job. So you can take your boat to a facility, a dry dock, rent it for the week and do all of this for yourself. But I'm just not that kind of guy. While she's in, actually, I'll get Rue to service the engine.
What are you doing down here, dear?
Scary the postman!
Hi up. All prepped and ready for paint.
Just wondering if it's sad that I'm so excited to see what progress they're making. Is it sad? Yeah, I suppose it is a bit sad, but it's sad but exciting nonetheless. Whenever I'm driving and I follow a cyclist, I always take it slow. I pretend in my head I'm like that. I'm that guy's support driver. I've got a puncture repair kit here. I've got a spare bike on my roof. Got some bottles of water. No rush, mate. You enjoy your ride. I'm here for you. She looks lovely, absolutely lovely. Well, I'm chuffed with that. It is a shame to put her back in the water. Maybe we should just leave her here as a showboat. I don't know.
When you're back in the water.
Why? What have you done to it?
We've had it off. We've had it off. We don't want you to sink before the first bridge. Because that's as far as guarantees are, you know that, don't you?
Yeah, has it got a warranty?
As far as the first bridge.
There they are. Look at that.
When you lift up your tube, you'll see there's a couple of anodes on the side as well.
Oh, hello in there. You got all the anodes on. Beautiful. It's filming this. Right, let's get her in then. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Come again.
See you in 5 years.
Remember, sir, that all guarantees are as far as the first bridge.
Excellent. I'll expect nothing less.
That's
Underway.
it.
Well, mate.
Point Karen's bit of scaffolding.
Okay, I've heard about that.
Not her real name.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah, and you. Take care.
So that's it. 5 days later. I'll run through the price breakdown shortly, but exceptional value really for 5 days work. We had the boat preps. We've had a total of 10 anodes put on, including 2 anodes in the bow thruster tubes, bow thrust which I never use because the bow thruster doesn't work, and I wouldn't use it anyway because it's only a 54-foot boat. 2 layers of blacking, engine service, and just a basic check really, hull check. Really pleased. And that's it now for another 2 years. So just going to enjoy a leisurely cruise back to Brinklow Waterside Marina Friday evening, afternoon, 4:30. Yeah, let's have a nice cheeky cruise. Is there? Thank you very much. Oh, so there is. Piccadilly Circus round here. That was closer. Might just lower that actually. So this is quite an interesting stretch of canal here on the North Oxford, going from Rugby to Coventry. I think it was in about, the trip we're making now is about 40 minutes. In the early 1800s it would have been about 4 hours I think, just to do this little hop from Newbold, where Armada is, up to Brinklow, because it was a wiggly windy canal originally built. In 1820 they straightened the canal from Coventry to Rugby, obviously to make it more efficient. So there are lots of little disused arms, and in fact Brinklow Marina, we'll see when we get there, is off one of the old arms, and it was zigzagging across the countryside all the way around here. No longer. So Coventry to Rugby now is probably, well, what is that? 4, 5, 6, probably 7 hours. I would have thought sensible cruising speed, 7 hours in today's boats. Back in the day, that would have taken a couple of days. I would have thought, especially using horse-drawn boats, using the towpath as they were intended. So there's a little interesting fact for you. Of course, that may be absolute nonsense. It might not be, I don't know. The numbers are kind of made up, but never let the truth get in the way of a good story, as we Trivets say. Should probably add actually that this video is in no way endorsed by Aquavista. I just happened to have finished work for the day. Well, maybe they would endorse it. So these guys ahead of me in that lovely Otter Marine boat are also coming into Brinklow Waterside Marina for the weekend, and it's just past that bridge on the left. So let's see if they can get it round in one, and then I'll see if I can do the same. Here they go. Here they go. Suspension is palpable. They've done it, you know. Not their first rodeo. Look at that, straight in, grease to them. Have they? Yeah. Cool as cucumbers. They're in. I've done it. Oh. No, they haven't. Spot of reverse. No. A bit more forward, that's it. That is a shame. That is a shame. It's a tricky one though, because it is a tight. Well, you'll see in a minute when we go through. Yeah, they're in. About to get slapped square in the face by the Brinklow breeze. It's really windy out there. All marinas are windy, but Brinklow especially so. Because it's surrounded in beautiful open rolling countryside. That's why. Okay, let's see how we get on with our turn. Should be alright, I've done it hundreds of times, but you never know. Almost swan-like. Graceful, elegant. Only just though, blimey. Dear. That's alright. That'll do. Yeah, so like we were saying earlier about the wiggly windy canal in the 17 and 18, early 1800s, this is an example of that. So the canal used to come down here where we're going up and directly across the canal we've just turned off of, back up over the fields and beyond. No longer there. Here we are, Brinklow Waterside Marina, commonly known as the Marina of Dreams. I've heard the management are exceptional. Home at last. Full actually. Look, they're going straight onto their mooring. Excellent. We've got visiting boats here on the right. So, I mean, genuinely, it is very popular. God, it's windy, isn't it? Whew. Beautiful. We're going to pop on to number 25. See how we get on in this wind getting onto our mooring, because it's which way is the wind blowing? Right, blowing directly towards me. I need to reverse onto number 20. I have to reverse on because I haven't got a lead long enough to connect to the shoreline power. But let's see how we get on. Come on, David. You can do this. Slowly wins the race. Oh, 26, 25, right. There we go. Okay. It's alright, still got it. Yes, I'll leave that. leave it there. But how you doing? There you go.
Better than the wet road.
So there we have it. Safe and sound. Nearly lost the phone twice. But I'm blacked, I'm anoded. The engine's good, the hull's good. We're good to go for another 2 years. Thanks for watching the first episode of Travels with Triv. I promised to make it. Do you know what I've realised actually? I filmed half of this in landscape and half of it in portrait. So, learning, always learning.